camp opens out here in Southern California in Oxnard 1 month from today. Let's assume CeeDee Lamb's new contract gets done maybe before camp opens, at least early in camp. Keyshawn, do you see Dak Prescott getting a new deal in the same sort of time frame as CeeDee?
No, I don't. I think the priority is CeeDee Lamb. First of all, Dak Prescott's made, I don't know, in his career, $170 million probably, I think, somewhere in there. So he has that financial security, I would assume, right? He's got it. So there's no sense of urgency for the team, given the fact that in the offseason they didn't give him a deal, they didn't reduce his salary cap number, nothing like that. They just kind of just went through the months and said, the hell with it, we'll deal with it in the summer. CeeDee Lamb, let's assume he's done. Now you kind of are going to figure out what Micah wants to do. If he's going to play under that $2.5 million, which he'd be a fool to, okay, because he's outperformed the contract. So you need to try to figure out how to get him resolved. Now Dak Prescott on the flip side of things, it all comes down, in my view, on how he plays. If he starts off hot and the Cowboys look like they're going somewhere, they may start to talk those talks again, Skip. And if they don't, and he gets to the end of the line, something that I would probably do at this point in time, damn the star, the brand, and all that, because I'm going to get that anywhere because I am a Pro Bowler, I'm an All-Pro, I'm an MVP candidate, I'm balling out. I'm going to play it all the way to the end because I got financial security. I'm not on a fourth-round contract anymore. That's no more. I'm good. So now I'm going to play it all the way to the end. And then you say, well, why risk that if you get hurt? Well, I've seen many players get hurt recently, including my own self, as Dak Prescott, and I got paid. I just saw Kirk Cousins, who's coming off a torn Achilles, get $100 million in guaranteed money. And I'm better than him. So now I'm going to just play to my favorites and bet on myself. And I'm going to put you in such a position as the Dallas Cowboys that if I do what I'm capable of doing, and I am not being able to be franchise tagged, you can't do anything to me, I'm going to come on the market probably in the history of the NFL. I would say he would be the most sought after, hottest quarterback in NFL history. Because remember, Tom Brady was at the end, and it was only a handful of teams that even looked at Tom Brady.
Mistake.
Whatever you want to call it, yes, he's the GOAT. I get it. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Got it. He works with us. Fine. He will be the guy. So if I'm Dak, I'm playing to my strength. I'm going to wait it out. Especially just how you treated me in my last 2 contract negotiations with you. I'm going to just sit back. I'm going to throw for another 4,500 yards or whatever it is. I'm going to do what I need to do.
Lose another playoff.
Whatever it is,
Yep.
I can guarantee you if he hits the free agent market like I told you last October, November, Skip, that if they let him get to the end of this deal, y'all going to feel sorry for yourself. That's what's going to happen.
Buyer beware.
If they're going to feel sorry, so let me ask you this, Key. So why does it make sense to re-sign CeeDee Lamb and not re-sign Dak? Because I feel like they go hand in hand.
No, because you gotta sign CeeDee because his contract is up. He's got the 5th-year option deal.
Yeah.
His deal is up. You're gonna keep him long term. And in order for you to win this year, you gotta have CeeDee on the field. You gotta have CeeDee on the field.
It ain't like there's quarterbacks floating out there, though.
No,
so
but you gotta
Lamb,
have CeeDee.
And
You
then
gotta have him.
year,
You gotta have him for sure.
But then next year you come to this dilemma of, oh, somebody else taking Dak. This is not a plug and play in my eyes. Like, I don't think there's going to be a quarterback that you're going to see next year that you can come put in this slot that's going to be better than that.
That's true. That is true. But the team and the organization may feel like Skip a certain way about Dak Prescott. That's why they're playing games with him. You didn't see Buffalo play games with Josh Allen's money. You didn't see Cincinnati play games with Joe Burrow. Kansas City play games. To a degree, Baltimore played games a little bit with Lamar Jackson, but then they eventually got it done. You won't see Tua in Miami play. So when you are convicted of who your quarterback is, you don't even let him get to free agency. You don't even play that mind game with him. So they're not convinced that Dak Prescott is their guy, clearly. They're just not convinced of it.
They've never been convinced.
Well, they've been convinced because they paid him.
No, but Jerry, it took forever because Jerry was saying, should I really? Never been totally sold on Dak Prescott, the 4th-round draft choice. And Jerry finally played it out until he couldn't play it anymore, and he caved. And he said, okay, take me to the cleaners, take me to the bank. And that's exactly what happened. Remember at the opening press conference when after they signed the deal, Jerry looked right down the dais at him and said, you got me. You took me.
Got me.
You won this one. Yeah. Okay? And did he ever win it? Okay? So you know how I feel. I'm different than you guys. I'm lifelong diehard. I've been through the Staubachs and the Troy Aikmans, and as CeeDee's mom tweeted right after they lost their playoff game, I'm with his mom because she's exactly. I can't say it any better than she did. Dak ain't it.
This ain't it.
Dak ain't it. Bingo. Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
It's not a frustration.
No, because she's heard that from her son. So that's what her son clearly thinks. You know that, and I know that. Okay. So the point is, it just smells like Jerry has finally decided, you know what, as to use his phrase, I got to see more leaves fall in the fall.
And that may be true.
And let's just see how it goes and see how it feels. And there's a chance I might, even at my advanced age, I might just pull the plug on this guy and let him walk. And you're right, he'd be on the free agent market. People would go crazy. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know how many teams need quarterbacks?
Yeah. He's 2-5 in the postseason, and boy, he has stunk it up a bunch of times in the postseason.
The Atlanta Falcons paid Kirk Cousins a guaranteed $100 million.
I'll give you that. Dak is better.
What's his playoff record?
Yeah. Well, it's worse than Dak's. I can't remember what it is. What is it, like 1-3 or something like that?
Whatever it is, it ain't glowing.
No, but look, I've told you this before, and longtime fans will know what I'm talking about here. Danny White was better than Dak Prescott. At least Danny White got them to
80s.
Okay, he got them to 3 straight NFC Championship games. Dak is not even.
And he had the ball off to Tony Dorsett. Come on, man, stop.
No, he could throw
and threw it to Drew Pearson a couple times.
He did throw it to Drew Pearson. He almost won that catch game against Joe Montana. He threw it to Drew Pearson, and there was a horse collar
the White
tackle.
Clark came on the backhand touchdown.
Okay, but then after that play, Danny White hit Drew on a post, and it was a horse collar tackle and just ripped him down, but there wasn't a rule, okay? So, and then Danny fumbled on the next play, and the game was over. He got sacked, fumbled. The point is that I've just seen enough. We can do better. We deserve better.
What's out there that's better? What's better?
Please explain this to this man.
That's better.
Well, there might be a kid who's sitting right under their nose right now named Trey Lance. He could be better. I don't know. I'd like to see him.
Look, in all fairness to the Cowboy faithful and the fans, that may be true.
It might.
Are you willing to bet that, though? Are you willing to
at some point to escape mediocrity? You have to. You have to plunge.
Maybe so.
Yep.
So if Dak Prescott,
if they go and they lose in the first,
no, but here's what I'm about to say, Paul. If Dak Prescott goes on and has a successful year as he's had the last
3 years,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and they get to the playoffs, and he plays well,
and they lose,
but Michael Parsons doesn't get to the dude, and so-and-so fumbles here, and it's a walk-off 60-yard field goal. Now what?
Then I think Jerry would go to Dak and say, let's do business.
And what if Dak says, I'll tell you what, go fly a kite somewhere on the beach?
I don't think Dak would say go fly a kite to Jerry and Dallas. And you talked about it earlier.
Even though you treated
still that
him,
star on the side of the
even though his brother is his right hand and his guy, and his brother feels a certain way about the organization.
Does he?
And he tells his brother, who he leans on, hey, let's go take our business to the Giants.
His brother tweeted that Howie Roseman's the best GM in pro football.
Yeah, let's go take our business to the Oakland Raiders, or Las Vegas Raiders.
You know what? I hear you. But in the end, I think Jerry knows when push comes to shove, Dak would not want to leave. He would want to finish it out in Dallas because It is gold. It is the yellow brick road to your broadcast
and if
job.
what you're
right?
just saying, what you're saying